Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You ready for a match? You're ready for a 10:15 Central match, 11:15 Eastern against Artemis and Gambit Gaming. I am totally awake. Sort of. But welcome, thanks for joining me. I'm Eternally Blue, Blue for short. And as always, we're doing some more casting tonight between this Division West matchup. Again, it's Artemis against Gambit Gaming, Week 1. Still on Week 1 yet. Still not through it. And as we go over the map bans here, we see Artemis banning out D-Shire and Infernal Shrines. And Gambit Gaming taking out Tomb of the Spider... Oh, I'm sorry. Volskaya and Todd, Tower's Doom. However, we are going to Spider Butts first. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Lovely Friday night. I see Raka's rooting for Artemis. We are ready. We are ready, Freddy. My body is so ready. I sat down on my computer 45 minutes ago, and I am already out of water, so... Better be a quick series. Actually, no. I'm half asleep. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna try to keep up the intensity tonight for y'all. Keep you all awake. Keep you entertained. That's my job. That's what I do. Crank up the music maybe a little bit. Do some random shenanigans maybe on the soundboard to keep you engaged. But other than that, lobby's going to be created here by Artemis pretty shortly. And then we'll get this buddy rocking and rolling. Let's see here. I think I missed some things. Soup Kitchen. Yeah, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yay, it's working. Art versus GG has been posted. By the light of the moon, they will punish you. Alright, so everybody's in the lobby here. Looks like we got everything all set up. Map pick looks good. So Tomb of the Spider Butts. It used to be not necessarily my favorite map, but as of late and as I'm learning to play it a little bit better, I really like it. It can be a pretty heavy team fight map if you decide to try to team fight them. I have an irrational love of Sailor Moon. I used to watch the hell out of this. The hell out of...
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Boy, that was loud. If that's too loud, let me know. Yeah, Sailor Moon... Whoops. Sailor Moon was the shiznit. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. I used to pretend that I was like in charge of giving out, because wasn't it like what's the Angels, Charlie's Angels thing, where like there was a guy that was always like giving out orders, and I used to pretend I was that, and then like I don't know, it's probably not very healthy, deep. Now that I think about it out loud, I don't remember the 80s. Yeah, I was born in '91, so, but I remember loving the hell out of Sailor Moon. Surprised I don't watch more anime. I would probably really like anime, but I don't watch it very much. First ban of the match, Artemis has taken out the Brightwing. Keep pressing buttons. taking a long time with the bans, really thinking about it. Oh, sorry, Annie, there goes your Junkrat. No Junkrat for you. Classic tuxedo mask guy. There's an interesting, perhaps, target ban. You see the Medivh ban from Artemis. And they say no stitches for you. So a DPS, a support, a healer, and a tank all taken out in the first phases of bans. Now, the Johanna is still up, the Anub is up, and Anduin is up. Vala potentially could be the first pick that we've been seeing lately. Interesting which way this team is going to want to go. There you go, Johanna. Johanna not exactly known for her engage capabilities until level 10, but very good at mitigating damage, reducing the healing of the enemy team. A solid choice.
Oh, this is my jam.
We see Krizzo picking up his patented Lucio and Dan Solo grabbing that Leo. Looks like they're going to want to counter the Blaze. Looks like they don't want to play the Blaze, so they're just going to give it up. Not going to be super surprised if we see it here to kind of negate the damage that the Entomb can do. Stukov and Hammer. Hammer's possible. Hammer is possible.
Hogger, hunt them down.
Instead of the Blaze, we're going to see the Hogger and the Anduin picked up for Artemis. So both healers already taken. Gambit Gaming needs a tank yet. Best available probably right now is the Anub. We see the Mephisto banned out for Gambit Gaming for GG, who I'm going to be referring them to tonight. I'm yawning so much, my eyes are actually watering. The game hasn't started yet. This does not bode well for me. Hopefully once the action happens. Okay, so there's the best take available, I would say, taken off the board. But now, maybe we see a Garrosh. Maybe that's what they wanted. Seeing a Garrosh or a Murd in here. You could main take Blaze. It would be kind of crazy, but I've seen it done. Krizzo stood you up last night. Oh no.
We will forge a great destiny.
And it looks like we have a Taunt Varian as the main tank for Gambit Gaming. Not a terrible option, particularly on this map, because you don't really want to fight early. Anyway, you're right. You want to get your spider butts, rotate, and kind of play safe and macro a bit. So you're gonna be able to play safe enough to get to level 4s before you're really gonna need a taunt out of the Varian, and then at that point, it's Farm City. But what are we gonna see as a response here out of Artemis? We're gonna see Artemis playing the Artemis, Shadow Crushinator, and the Vala. So a really, really strong team, and that could be a 4-man Hogger. Or a 4-man Art. One of them's in the 4-man. That's a Bruiser in the 4-man. So they're double Bruiser tank into the Tychus and a Leo. We've got a lot of percent damage. Wonder if we're going to see the Greymane here coming out of Pearl as well. Nope, just an Orphea. Just the comfort picks across the board here for Gambit Gaming. As long as Orphea doesn't get CC'd, she should be okay, but boy, there's a lot of things to look out for. The blinds onto the Tychus are going to be rough. Honestly, the blinds on the Orphea as well can be really devastating. There's going to be an epic cast with the Scorpion and the Crab. What is the Scorpion and the Crab? What am I missing? Anyway, game 1 between Artemis and Gambit Gaming is on its way. I really like this draft from Artemis, I think. I think they have the stronger draft. They have a lot more CC early. Pearl out there bringing out the Orphea game 1. Yep, for sure. Alright, from left to right, we have our home team tonight in the blue. That is Artemis. Real quick, across the board, we have Anduin being played by 7. Honestly playing Vala. Ashcan on that Johanna. Jotak on Hogger. And Ram RU playing the Artanis. And from right to left, our away team in the red trunks. We have Trolling Rhino on the Varian. GG Ezel on the Tychus. Why am I going this way? Dan Solo on the Leo. Pearl on the Orphea. And Krizo on that Lucio.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see some GGs.
Kill.
Rhino going ahead. Suddenly remembers he's not a tank and backs off immediately. He's essentially a melee minion. Pearl throwing out that E. Looks like we have an auto attack from Pearl. Pearl is in. Pearl is way, way in. Are we going to see him punished for it yet, though? No. He's able to skirt out. But a ton of damage already be taken by GG. And Artemis is at full health. Surprised we didn't see a harder engager from the Artemis, knowing that GG does not have a tank currently. Pearl just going in and soloing the Vala. Okay. And he wants more. That was an auto attack Vala, by the way, who just very quickly lost some stacks. Gonna see a rotation down here by the Orphea, maybe to catch this Hogger out. A little late. Tap already down for the Hogger. You're gonna see the Tychus go down, try to work on this siege camp. Looks like Hogger knows. Let's see if we see a rotation come down here. Let's take a look at the middle lane. It's a 4v3. Everybody from Artemis is coming down. The whole brigade is coming. Lucio's got to be calling him out. Yeah, get him out of there. Get him out of there. Good comms from GG. The Varian is not here, but he's not 4 yet, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's a free camp for Artemis. They're going to lose a little bit of soak on the middle and top lanes by sending everybody down, but no harm to foul. Level 4 should be online for both teams in a pretty quick manner. And they're not going to drop any of the spider butts there in middle. It's a good play there by Artemis. Gambit gave me a little bit quicker on these rotations. Ah, I get it. I get it now. Are we going to see a taunt? Nope, taunt is not used just yet. One of the last games I cast, we actually saw Johanna given up on this map. I don't remember how that outcome went, but I do remember it was being super irritating while trying to cap for the enemy team. There's a route onto that Varian, but the Lucio is able to boop the enemy team away. Thank you, Craigie, for the biddies. I appreciate that, man. 100 biddies. Both teams fighting under the spell shields. It's a 4v5 right now, but here comes Dan Solo from the bottom lane. Ezel getting real low. He's able to escape with just a little bit of health. Dan Solo has to pop that E and get away. Leo getting low as well. There is the taunt finally onto that Hogger, but it's not going to be enough damage to finish him off. I believe pull is still available. Pearl is just right in their face right now. The Orphea being super aggressive early. Gotta imagine. Oh, the Unstoppable already popped. Are we going to see a taunt here? Doesn't have an unstop. It's a 3v4 though. The root from the Anduin misses the bush. That's back to a 4v4. Here comes Pearl. Massive damage on the back line. There's a taunt onto the Anduin, but there's no follow-up. Good route to peel by the Anduin. A little bit of a skirmish here in the top lane. Looks to be favoring GG. But a great swap. The God swap on the Lucio. Is it going to be enough to kill him? No. Four-man Artemis. Going to get real chonky real quick. Here we have a 5v4 in the middle lane. The Tychus is super low, or super late to this fight rather, but Vala takes a ton of damage, needs to be peeled off. Pearl is in there, the Orphea just going for it. There's a taunt onto Johanna, the Johanna's gonna go down. Johanna was just doing her best to keep the Orphea alive, or rather the Vala alive. Witso paid for his life. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And we're gonna see another taunt. There it is. Onto that Artemis. The Hogger's trying to peel from him, trying to get behind the wall, but the Artemis is gonna fall. Gambit Gaming just absolutely running it down mid. And now we're gonna see a turn here with the camp being taken. Pearl's just bullying people. He's just kind of being a nuisance. Vala not at 50 stacks yet. Tychus went dings only at 19 stacks. The Varian's close to completing his quest. 3 stacks already for the Anduin. And we actually see a reactive parry Artemis and not the stacks, which is kind of surprising seeing it's a 4-man Artemis. Anyway, Spider Butts for Gambit Gaming. Let's see what they can do with it here. Are we going to see a taunt? Good blinds there by the Johanna. The pull comes out by the Anduin. 4 people are going to be pushing this top lane while Leo pushes mid. Hogger doing his best to clear the bottom lane. But this is where the action is right now. And it looks like Gambit Gaming is just going to go mid right now. Give up that, realizing they can't take much more there. But they have a spell shield and a pretty healthy spider in this middle lane. Going to be pushing this fort down, and it is going to go down unless something drastic happens. There is the Johanna really deep in the back line. Good blinds to negate the damage on the Artemis. The God Swap misses. Are they going to be able to keep this? No. It's going to go down no matter what they do. Spell Shield is still alive. Pearl is still in their faces. Just kind of throwing out spells. You see the Leo already bottom. Really good rotations here by Gambit Gaming. Varian lies in wait. Almost another full turn for Gambit Gaming. The bush gank has been called. There's the Artemis. We see a taunt, but he actually gets the Q off first, and I think that may have saved his life. Oh, it's going to be enough. Yes, he does not have a grenade. There we see level 10s online. We see an Entomb on the bottom lane. The Dirty Bathtub is just a little bit late to the party, and I think everybody's going to be okay. Yes, the Vala escapes. There is the blind by the Artemis. Orphea getting the last E out. Really doing a ton of damage. It's almost a full hearth for the entire team. Hogger's going to take that bottom camp. We're going to see the Rain of Vengeance, the Blessed Shield, the Shockwave, Suppression Pulse, and I'm sure Anduin's going to go Light Bomb here. The CC is now online, and it's going to be much more difficult for the Orphea to step up into this Artemis team. We see the high five, though, by the Lucio. We already saw the Chomp, the Entomb, the Shield Wall, and obviously a Commander Odin from the Tychus. So while Artemis has not yet turned in, they still have only lost 1 fort. And they have a camp that needs to be cleared mid. So this top should be pretty free to clear. Gambit Gaming has to be a lot more careful now of the engage that this team has. We actually see the Holy Ward's Salvation, perhaps to negate the Dirty Bathtub. Surprised we don't see a Light Bomb there. Especially when you have some pretty decent engages. So, top looks like it's gonna be cleared. Looks like it's taking a little bit unnecessary damage. That's okay. Commander Odin comes down. There's an Entomb onto the members of Artemis. There's a Dirty Bathtub, but again, a little late. Really nice Shockwave into the back lane. You see the Holy Ward come up from the Anduin. The Tychus is the first to go down, followed up by a great Rain of Vengeance by the Vala. Leo is gonna fall, and suddenly Gambit Gaming is on the back heels. Really nice swap onto that Varian by the Artemis. Varian running with what shred of a life he has left. Pearl is in there. He is in it to win it. Gets the chomp off, not quite. Pearl's gonna go down. The swap doesn't happen onto the Lucio. But, look at this. Oh no. That sucks. You try to take your first good victory, your first good fight, and then you lose your keep to a minion wave. It's unlucky. This is risky. This could just be the game, I think. That minion wave is still huge. They're a mid. If they get wiped here in top lane, I think Gambit Gaming can just go middle and win. They're down 13, so who are going to see the taunt on? I think the Johanna just gets taunted, no? This is an absolute mess. The taunt is on the Vala in the back line, but the rest of the Gambit Gaming can't get there. Nevertheless, Johanna's going to fall, then the Vala, Hogger to follow. And this is an absolute disaster for Artemis right now. Boss has been captured. I think they just go mid. They let the boss push and... Can they win the game? No. They've decided they're just going to keep taking buildings. I get you need to make something happen. I get it. I get that need when you feel like you're really down. But that wasn't the play. Down a talent here. Uh-oh, Hogger's in a lot of trouble now. That Unstoppable's really risky. There's a taunt. The Shockwave's not going to be enough to save him. But the Anduin pull is going to be enough. The really nice Entomb. They're followed up by the Orphea. The Salvation Ward just out of range. Not able to save the Joe, and now the Hogger goes down as well. The boss at a quarter health. And there's the Orphea permaban for the season. I agree. I know what I would ban if I was playing them. Yeah, and I mean, going back to that boss fight, like I said, I know the need to want to try to make something happen, but you have a turn, right? And while it's not going to get a ton of value, you can at least fix your lanes, grab a camp or two, get a same talent here, and then maybe even take a good fight. Now that you have your 10s online, you have your engages, take another fight on your terms and try to get a double turn. And that's how you're really going to open up this map now. The banner is there. How are we doing on stacks across the board here? Val's only at 83. Nothing crazy happening. And here is Artemis. They are going to take a fight down a talent here because they kind of have to. Honestly, there's a really nice swap onto the Tychus, but the Unstoppable, the high fives are insane. The Entomb comes out. The Dirty Bathtub is getting a ton of value. Nobody has died yet, but it looks to be Phaether and Gambit Gaming as the Hogger does go down. Izo getting super low there, that Tychus. The Unstoppable comes out. He's just going for it. He was just trying to go. And Gambit Gaming just keeps taking one good fight after another. They're gonna rip this Bruiser camp. Trolling Rhino on his noble steed, waiting to taunt anybody that might try to get just a little too close. Oh my gosh, that Vala is super risky. Oh, what are you doing, Vala? Oh my gosh, why did they not just kill the Vala? Boy, once that Vala stepped out to here, I'd have been as a DPS player, I'd have been yelling at my tank. Go, 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 go. But they're doing fine. They don't need my advice. This is the third turn in. They got the boss. Both 2 keeps are dead at 12 minutes. They're gonna be able to take this camp and push with it. They're doing just fine. I do like the Salvation as well. They really need double pull though. The Leo is just getting 2-man Entombs basically on cooldown. Look at the damage. Look at the damage disparity. I mean, it's not even close. You have an auto attack Vala, and the Orphea's got 2 times as much damage. It's gonna be interesting to see what he plays next game. So we have a good defense here in the top lane by Artemis. They're still down 16s. Oh no, are they caught out? They're caught out. Who is gonna get taunted here? The Vala, they lost sight of the Vala. They turn back onto the Joe. They look back at the Vala. Are they gonna be able to get it? There's the Entomb, there's the Bathtub with a great pull. Okay, that's what they needed. They just have to survive that initial engage, and it looks like they may have done that. Artemis has 16s online right now. They have to get those spiders down. But holy cow, they're just taking so much damage right now. There goes the Artemis, the first member of Artemis to fall. Gambit Gaming is looking to be cleaning it up here as the Orphea is running wild. The Tychus Grenade going to be able to finish off the Joe. And this is going to be GG for Gambit Gaming. As Commander Odin is out there just a hammering. Oh, nice pull there by the Anduin to save it, but it's just not enough. Shadonis, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Just in time to watch the core go down to 0. We're going to put a well-earned point on the board for Gambit Gaming. That, yeah, just in time. I appreciate it. Yeah, so there's your scouting report on Gambit Gaming, if you're wondering what their comfort picks are. That looked pretty that looked pretty good out of Gambit Gaming. I mean, Leo won in Soak. Their Orphea literally beat almost 2 other players in DPS. Is it close? Someone do the math on that. I think she actually beat both of their DPS in damage. The Tychus didn't even have to do anything. I mean, you just... Yeah, there's not much to analyze there. I don't think Artemis was that far behind. Thank you for the follow, Duckiest. I don't think Artemis was that far behind when they tried to do that boss. I don't think they had to force that. I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse there, but if you got to point to one moment where the game really tilted, there's your moment. But it's a best of 3 match for a reason. And comebacks are a thing. Not that Towers of Doom is still on the board, but comebacks are a thing. Ask my team, who got the 1-0 lead and then threw the last 2 games. Thank you for the biddies, Annie. I appreciate that. I hope y'all are enjoying tonight. Taking a look at the talents across the board. Let's see if we can see anything that's a little different, a little interesting. We saw the Offlane Hogger actually take Journeyman and the Brute Force, almost the full quest build out of the Hogger. Got a lot of value out of it. I think he was their top DPS. almost top DPS there. That's interesting. Wonder why you Monster Hunter? Just for the wave clear? I guess they thought they needed the wave clear. I always like the Hot Pursuit. What, the heal instead of the spell? Spell armor into an Orphea may have been good there too. Especially when she didn't have too many stacks. Mana Core, obviously. Yeah, so game 2 gonna be on its way here in just a moment. I think we can comfortably assume the Orphea is getting banned. And probably the Lucio. Varian did a really nice job at taunting the right targets. They were very patient. They knew they had time to set up their engage, even when they were basically underneath the enemy team, right? There was just nothing stopping them from running at them. Especially in that the top fight we saw. Like, they could have taunted the Artanis, they could have taunted the Johanna, but instead they waited for the Vala to step out a little too far, and then that was it. Taunt the hypercarry, win the video game. We are gonna go to Cursed Hollow. This game could last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or 8 minutes, depending on who snowballs first. Let's see here. We'll see, the caster's ready. I'm out of water. That feels bad. I need to refill my mini fridge. I need to refill the mini fridge. Or do I put in a bubbler near my desk? I could do... My pipes are exposed down here. I might put in a bubbler. That'd be weird. It's like a party basement. I could actually put in I could put in one of those water. I'm gonna talk to this over to my wife. I think she's gonna actually love this idea. Put in one of those water things like you see in an airport for the bottles, you know. And I have like the perfect spot that I could put it to. I'm texting her while we wait. Water bubbler for basement. Cause then my wife wants to get like a like an ice maker down here too for entertaining. And that way we would have a water source that we could put in the ice maker. Desk waterfall. See, I like where your head's at now. Desk waterfall. Now I'm all on board for that too. Why not? Why not a desk waterfall? I work hard. I should be able to have a desk waterfall if I want a desk waterfall. I really, and apparently this is like not a cool thing to like, but there's those like tables that have the epoxy in them, like the water, what the heck is that called? It's not a waterfall, but it's like a river that flows to the desk. And I saw some guy on TikTok who makes them, and he was like ripping them apart. Like, oh, how could you do this to this wonderful wood? And it's like, oh, this is just a phase. And I'm like, honestly, I love water, and I think that looks pretty badass. I would not be upset about always having that. The Lost Vikings band on Cursed Hollow. Perhaps negating some Lost Vikings Chogal cheese. Bright Ring target band again, for sure. It encourages you to drink like a cat. Imagine, like, mid-cast, I'm just over here lapping up the waterfall. Gross. That'd be gross. And now, here is Eternally Blue lapping up his waterfall. Yeah. Yeah, no. The Stitch is banned out by Gambit Gaming. 20 mods taking King the Wizard! Thanks, man. I didn't touch Tarkov today. I was such a good boy. Did not touch Tarkov at all. They don't ban the Orphea. Maybe that's coming later. But they banned the Johanna. Interesting. These teams have a plan. If they didn't target ban anybody here, essentially. This is just maybe the Vikings is a target ban, but for the most part, they're just kind of gonna let them do their plans. You see the global taken, the Dahaka. Are we gonna see a Blaze here? We didn't see a Blaze banned or picked in that last game. Arguably the best offlaner in the game right now. Super strong. Imagine a Blaze instead of an Artemis there. A vodka waterfall now.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Ah, there's a split push type of action you like to see. The Sill picked up by Artemis. All right, how much do you think one of those like water bottle bubblers cost, and what does it take to install? I'm pretty handy. I could probably do it.
Oh, this is my jam!
Speaking of globals, there we have the Falstad and the Lucio picked up from Krizo. What about a soda fountain but with alcohol? It would have to be a mixed drink though, right? Like you wouldn't want, oh, like a soda fountain. So like you see at McDonald's. So like you press it and it's a shot of vodka, and you press it again, it's a shot of rum, and you press it again, it's a shot of Jack. That'd be kind of cool. The new band out from Artemis again. I don't think Gambit Gaming is too worried about that. I do kind of like that idea too. Or it's like, isn't that kind of how SodaStream works? How there's different containers and you press a button and it gives you whatever you want. No Sumero. So, Artemis must have an offlaner that does some stuff. Does some interesting things in the offlane. Gambit Gaming says, we really don't want to deal with that.
Ready to roll out.
It's hammer time. GG does not have a super great way of dealing with this right now. The Anub is banned. The Anduin is banned. Or, I'm sorry, the Stitches is banned. There's no Polymorph. There's no Shield Glare from the Joe. What tank? I mean, do you just go Varied and run at him? It like auto mixes. Yeah, that'd be cool, actually. I'd be down for that. They go Hanzo, so they have a lot of poke, but not a ton of sustained damage, unless it's an auto attack Falstad, perhaps. And with the Garage, it's gonna be, you really don't want to throw anything at your Falstad or your Hanzo. You almost have to throw into a tongue. That's interesting. Well, I really, you know what? I liked the draft from Artemis last time too, a lot better, and boy, they proved, Gambit Gaming proved me wrong, so I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But this time you see the blaze. Bunker value. Really, really strong draft here by Artemis. I think it's going to be hard for Gambit Gaming to kill anything. They just have Artemis has so many things. So many unstoppables. I mean, Sylph unstop, Blaze unstop, Hammer unstop, Anduin's got 2 unstops at 16. But we'll see what happens. Game 2 between Artemis and Gambit Gaming gonna start right now. On Cursed Hollow. Not my favorite map. Some may argue my least favorite map of all time. But it's in the map pool. I didn't vote for it. Don't blame me if you don't like the map. I was the 10 of the not 90% that voted to get it out of here. Anyway, from left to right, again, our home team is Team Artemis. We have Anduin being played by 7, honestly playing Murden, Ashcan on Syl, Jotak on the Sergeant Hammer, and Ram Ryu on that Blaze. And from right to left, leading this game, and could be match point for Gambit Gaming with Krizo on that Lucio, Dan Solo on the Dahaka, Rhino on the Garage, Pearl on that Hanzo, and falling behind is GG Izo playing that Falstad. Let's see what we can see. A lot of Terrans on Artemis. That's true. There's, well, 2 Terrans. All we're missing is a Marine and a Tychus. I wanted to do that. To just run a full Terran comp. Just the Nova, the Rainer, the Tychus, the Artanis, and like a Blaze or a... Yeah, like you could make it work. Is there a Terran tank? Yeah, the Blaze. The Blaze is technically a tank. What about the offlaner? Alright, healer. Yeah, you can do, what's her name? The healer that I never play. Morales. There we go. And here we have a gank setup. But will it be spotted? It's been spotted. Oh, and honestly is in, well, good thing he's got jump. Izo has no idea how close he was to being eviscerated by the entire enemy team. The Haka looked like he's doing a good job double soaking. You see Syl's gonna start that siege, or rather that bruiser camp? Siege camp. I was right. I second guessed myself. Meanwhile, Jotak in the bottom lane, just kind of doing what Hammer does. Tongue's gonna miss. Artanis isn't Terran. I knew that. I am but ashamed. He's StarCraft, okay? Can't tell you because he has no nose. Or you can tell because he's got no nose. That's fair. Both camps on top of their macro here. You see Pearl and Krizzo taking out this Bruiser camp, and the Silt and the Anduin taking out the Bruiser camp. They want to delay this a little bit so they can try to clear the camp so they can push with theirs. It looks like they will be doing that. Decent amount of damage onto that Muradin. Level 4 is online for both teams. We'll take a quick look at the talents here. We see Hammers, target, actually Q build out of Hanzo. Full Q build, so that's just a lot of poke. And like I said, I'm literally worried about the sustained damage that Gambit Gaming is going to have. Meanwhile, pretty standard across the board here. You see Thunder Burn from the Muradin.
Heroes, gather tribute and earn my favor.
You always want your global in the opposite lane of where the objective is going to be. That is why you see the Dahaka down here, doing the best he can against this siege tank. And, well, you can see how that's going. Gambit Gaming with the luxury of having 2 globals. Crab Rave. I can't Crab Rave in the middle of a game. But I will afterwards. We'll do a victory Crab Rave. Trolling Rhino, oh boy, is in a lot of trouble now. Really nice CC follow-up. Not a lot of body blocks. Is the Muradin going to be able to do it? Yes, and Sil is going to be able to get the kill for Artemis, and there is our first blood. And now GG Ezo getting real low on that Falstad. And that was huge for Artemis to be able to take this fight. And win. Especially because the Dahaka was not even here yet. Dahaka had to go back. Hanzo pretty good at poking this down, though. There is the Dahaka digging in from behind. Gets a tongue onto the Muradin. That's not who you want. Blaze goes in, gets thrown, and that's kind of the folly of Blaze without the bunker right there. If you go a little too far deep, they can just focus you down, and down you go. Are we going to see a trade here? No. Muradin's going to go down as well. Gambit Gaming is going to be able to take their seed. However, what's the most important lane here? The boss lane. And guess which boss lane is getting car-clunked on right now? Look at this. Look at this high skill gameplay. Let's just take a moment and appreciate how high skill this character is. Nothing to take away from Jotak, obviously. I'm not going to insult the person's ability to play the video game. I'm just saying, man, it's got to be boring. Oh, Protoss looked the same to me. Spoken like a true Terran player. Just set up 18 bunkers around your base. Oh, that is a very dead siege tank. What do you had to have known. You had to have known. Do you have unstop yet? No unstop. Alright, well, now they get the siege's bottom lane. They're going to give seed here. Gambit Gaming is going to give seed and try to take the wall. I don't know where do we want to look here? I'll wait for you to give me the crabs. All right. This was a really smart play by Gambit Gaming. They can give that seed to level up, to even out that bottom lane. So Dan Solo's gonna have to clear this. Everybody kind of getting set up. Level 10 is gonna be online for Gambit Gaming a little bit sooner. I'm assuming we're gonna see Taunt, Dragon Arrow, Gust, Isolation, and High Five. As a Sergeant Hammer player, I confirm it is not boring. Really? Okay. Level 10's just come online for both teams almost simultaneously there, and you see no alts picked there before that little fight, where Taunt could have really changed it. All my assumptions are assumed. Dragon Arrow, that's got to be Gust. It has to be. We see Avatar, Wailing Arrow, Napalm Strike, Bunker Drop. Yep, there's Gust. Dahaka's in the top lane here. Ooh, careful there. Alright, it's just a Muradin rotating down. And we see the Light Bomb this time around. There's Hammer out way, way far, but a ton of damage being done onto that Hanzo. The Wailing Arrow doesn't really hit much. There you see the Gust disengage, but a really nice re-engage by that Blaze. Hanzo Arrow comes out, hits 3 members of Artemis, but the Garrosh has already fallen. Light Bomb going in, Anduin says, I'm doing it myself. Kobe, give me the ball. I'm going in, coach. Holy cow, a ton of damage being done to Artemis. They are so low, but the Falstad is going to fall first. Hanzo trying to poke it down as much as possible, but isn't able to do it. Hanzo's still chunking them down from long range. Ooh, if that had hit the Lucio probably dies there. Now let's see, what is the response here? Are they gonna try to do the boss right in front of their faces? Oh, they are. They are trying to do boss right in front of their faces. Is Gambit Gaming gonna go do theirs, or are they gonna try to poke this? I guess they're just gonna let them do it. They're gonna go take their boss, get the lanes in a good position. Meanwhile, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck to deal with.
Shall we see who gathers
That's dead. That is the first fort of the game. Kaput. And 150 gold to everybody! Oh, just kidding. That's League of Legends. I've been playing too much League of Legends lately. Meanwhile here, Gambit Gaming taking their boss right before this tribute's gonna spawn. Hammer... Are they just giving this objective? What is Hammer doing? Why is Hammer not rotating? This is really interesting. They're just gonna try to poke this objective forever, I think. Yeah, Falstad comes down to respond to this now. Oh, Stansol's gotta be real careful. He's getting real low, and there's the Falstad. Oh, Jotak gets the kill onto the Dahaka. And that is massive now for Artemis. They gave up the seed, but they took the fort, and this is gonna be a ton of damage. When the next season up? Trying to remember what I was talking about. For what? NGS? Right now. Week 1, baby. What was I talking about? Was I mentioning something else? I don't think so. I think you were talking about NGS. This is week 1. End of week 1. Trolling Rhino going in here. They're gonna take this fight. The arrow whiffs, unfortunately. There's the bunker. Kind of maybe a panic bunker. But it was a 4v5 that they tried to take that camp. And ended up just kind of doing it for him. Meanwhile, this bottom lane. It's gonna be irritating to deal with.
Shall we see who gathers?
But we have a Bruiser camp pushing mid. Still on that top siege camp for Artemis. That Hanzo Q. How close are you being done, Hanzo? 3 of 5. Only 32 stacks on the Falstad, but that can be enough to change things around. Nothing super crazy. And this could be a very devastating seed for whomever decides to get it. A lot of damage onto that garage right away. And he's just getting run down. But the plan is just kill the garage, but somehow it's working. The Q misses. Oh, huge root by the end with a double engage. Good follow-up CC there. The light bomb misses, but there's so much damage being done to the Dahaka, and now the garage is gonna fall as well. Gust, where was the Gust? The Gust was so late. And that is gonna hurt for Gambit Gaming. Really nice fight there by Artemis. They have this camp pushing bottom. There's a camp, small consolation. There's a camp pushing bottom here, so that's really gonna help that bottom lane. But this fort is gonna fall, and this keep is probably gonna be under siege. I assume we're gonna see the tank be pushing here.
Destroyed a fort.
Krizzo just kind of... Can you solo this? No, you're a mad lad. He's trying, though, but he's taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, his team needs him. Oh, no. He gets caught out. The hammer on the bird and it connects, and there goes the Lucio. Just being a little too aggressive there. Siege tank's going bottom, just to do siege tank things. Camp up top needs to be cleared. Murden jumps in. Is he going to find a hammer? No. Again, Pearl is so far up.
Has destroyed a fort.
Artemis, level 16's online. It looks like they're going to try to do a little bit more damage here. They got 8 seconds left. No, they're just going to decide to leave right now. Level 16's online. I think they're just going to set up shop here and, yep, push the keep. They can turn that off. Yep, and that's off right now. Will we see a hard engage here? The Dahaka is top. The Murden gets thrown out of his jump, and now he's in a lot of trouble. It's a good pull by the Anduin. Good comms, I'm sure, by his teammates there. Double pull is online. by the Anduin, by the way. The Haka is still not here, and that keep continues to go down. Just getting poked little by little. Big damage onto Lucio. Every blast is a ton of damage. And it looks like they feel like they've overstayed their welcome. 16's online now for GG, and they are going to be able to scare this off and keep just a little bit of that keep online. Silver lining here for Gambit Gaming is if they could take a good fight and this next seed, they can essentially tie up the map pretty quickly. This top is essentially dead, bottom is dead, middle is the healthiest here for Artemis. Boss gonna be online here, and they're gonna rip it. Gambit Gaming has got to fix their lanes. Artemis is gonna be able to take this boss. See that siege camp being taken by GG. The Haka is top, he's gonna be able to get that, but I think they're gonna try to end here. We see the Murden being a nuisance. The hammer misses. Nice peel there by Rhino to get that Murden out of his backline. Pearl has to jump away. So what does Artemis do here now? If the boss pushing, are they going to look for this engage? Are they going to cap the seed and look for the engage? So I mean, can't I take part in that season with the team, or should I wait when this season is finished? You can look for free agents. Sometimes there's people that drop out in the middle of a season or need a sub. So if you are looking for a team, I recommend posting the free agent applications and see if you can't find yourself a team. Here you have the Dahaka digging in behind. The boss is pushing core though. Good unstoppable by the Lucio as everybody presses their R. Trolling around, getting really low, but there's finally a good gust to get literally an entire Artemis team in the corner. But like I said, Gambit Gaming just can't kill anything with this Hanzo Falstad comp. I'm surprised they're not trying to end. Maybe they're just gonna go get boss on top now? Yeah, so if you're not part of the NGS Discord, I can get you a link actually. And there's a free agent application that you can fill out, or essentially you just type out what you're looking for in a team, what your rank is, and stuff like that. And then teams will message you. The Bruiser camp taken right under the nose of Artemis, and I think they're okay with it because they're going to be able to get this boss. They're going to be able to take another seed and try to fight. Oh, is Gust up? Gus isn't up for. Oh, Gus is up now. Oh, it's too late. Yeah, no problem, River. It's a solid community, man. I think you're. As long as you're not a jerk, you'll find a team in a hurry. Being willing to learn goes a long way. So boss is gonna be pushing. Siege damage is gonna be done here. Just really solid macro by Artemis this time around. Artemis needs to win this before 20. Because if that was a level 20 gust that got all 5 of them in that corner, that's game ending for them. There's the unstoppable. They're looking for this engage before the level 20s. The Hanzo arrow hits, but the bunker is negating a lot of that damage. And that window has closed. That boss is going to be able to take top keep. And here we go. Another seed in favor of Artemis. Is top keep saved? It is. Just barely. Hammer and friends going to be able to take out this Bruiser camp. Level 20's online, and now they have to look for a fight. Well, they don't have to look for a fight. I would look for a fight. That's really smart. They waited here for the vision to be taken before coming in. That what you doing there, bud? Ooh. Danger was pinged. Somebody saw something they didn't like there. Good macro again, that siege tank. After level 20 starting to clunk. Level 20's online. Spell shield here for Artemis. They have to be very careful not to throw the game here. They have to take an engage before level 20 or not take it at all. They are rotating in a really interesting location. Oh my gosh, this is super scary for Artemis. One gust could do it. Ah! Oh my gosh. I think there's the Hanzo arrow. Where is the gust? The double throw by the garage. A good taunt comes out. There is the gust. Where is the damage? There's just nothing. There was just no damage that happened the entire time. The Sill's gonna go down first. Trolling Rhino getting really low in the back line. But the siege tank is online, and they just can't get to it. Great unstoppable there by the Lucio to negate that blaze stun. Trolling Rhino doing everything he can, but the tank is quite literally so tanky, he's just taking everybody with him. Good stun onto that that Falstad, but it's not going to be enough. Anduin's running for his life. What a crazy, crazy fight. And I think if you're Artemis, that was the best case scenario.
My curse.
I think that was the best case scenario. When 4 members of your team get gusted into the bruiser camp little culvert. Yeah. But there's just not enough follow-up damage. I think this needs to be W build Hanzo. And he hasn't even completed his quest. He's pumping out damage. But it's against a ton of people and not that single target damage that their team really needs right now. So it's a 4-on-4. The Lucio died last, and so did the Hammer almost simultaneously. But Gambit Gaming needs to play near perfectly here. Are they gonna be able to take this? With Falstad up, you almost can't risk a boss right now.
My curse subsides.
Although this isn't taken yet. So maybe you can. Yeah, no, they're not gonna do it. Hammer's not there. Oh, they're just gonna start it. I think this is actually a pretty solid play. You can gust away the enemy team here. You're gonna have to force the Murd to jump onto this point. And Hammer's not here. They just give this boss. This is just a give. Yep. Don't know if that was worth it, really, for Artemis. But time will tell. Because now this is a post, essentially, 20-minute boss. We're level 22s. Seed is up. Is this going to be a free clear? If I'm Gambit Gaming, I would push with this, really. Can't let this just be a completely free clear, unless they're going to run to their boss. That looks like what they're going to be doing. Both teams don't want to throw. Like I said, this could either be a 9-minute game or this could be a 30-minute game, and we're approaching the latter here. So yep, boss taken there by Gambit Gaming. Really nice double boss play there from their team. Really, Artemis's opportunity to take bosses is now gone. They just can no longer take a boss. I expect to see Gambit Gaming once they show, where it's Artemis shows top, for them to take out this fort.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
Pearl taking some tower shots, getting angry at the wall. Gizo goes in, taking a couple tower shots, but that's alright. Lucio pumps it up. Let's see if Artemis decides. Artemis can give this, honestly. They could still shore up their lanes. It looks like that's what they might be doing with that Hammer looking mid right now. Yeah, that seat is gone. Anduin is wave clearing top, I guess. Okay. And you can see the entire team of Gambit Gaming go, Anduin? Anduin has been called? Well, If you want to go grab some popcorn, maybe, and make yourself a drink, and then come back 5 minutes from now, I think we'll pretty much be in the same spot, so do what you gotta do. The thing is, though, for Artemis, where they have the advantage, sure, the wall's down there. That hasn't been touched. That's barely touched. Maybe one tower almost down. But there's a severe lack of buildings over here. We have Hammer that's going to be late to this again. Hammer's taking a camp. Oh my gosh, this is so risky. The Haka's pushing bottom really hard. That's going to be an irritating wave to deal with. Are we going to see the engage now? Hanzo lets his presence be known that they are there. The Haka is digging in right there on top of the Hammer, but a really nice move by the Hammer. There we see the engage. The high fives are a little late. The Hanzo arrow was able to peel off the backline, but it might be too late. The Gust is a little late as well. Garrosh getting really low, gets thrown, and the Murden is actually the first person to go down. Gambit Gaming now has a 4v5. The seat is being capped. Artemis has to take their lumps and leave. There we have a hearth. And that fight has to be quick. It has to be quick for Gambit Gaming. Because otherwise, these catapults, especially 23 minutes in, level 23, are going to start to cascade like you wouldn't believe. If this fight lasts another minute, they are in a lot of trouble back at core. So it was a really decisive fight they took. They were able to get the kill onto the Murden somehow. The Hanzo arrow did a really nice job peeling that backline. You saw the 3-man hit here. It was a really smart Haka play, too, to come in right here. Saw the Hammer have to boop him away. It was a nice engage by the Blaze here, and that's almost what killed that Garrosh, but there just wasn't enough. Let's take a look at the talents while we're at it. Hanzo still has not found that other Q. I wonder who he still needs. I'm guessing it's the Anduin. He can be a B.5 to hit. Bosses are online again. Are they gonna rip this? Or is this just a bait? A throw. The reset. Do they see it? There's the arrow, but the arrow misses this time. That's a lot of CC down now. But Ashen is in the backline and is running for his life. He has to blink out. Meanwhile, the tank and the bruiser for Gambit Gaming are dying in the front line. Garrosh getting super low. The Gust misses almost entirely. Really nice bunker there. The tank gets in, so does the Blaze. Huge value there, but it's not enough. The Hammer is going to go down. Good stun by the Blaze. They need this fight. Each team, this is for the game. The Light Bomb is going to miss. Hanzo's arrow just keeps missing. Falstad is trying to run down the Anduin. Oh my gosh, they have to stay alive. They don't necessarily lose if they stay this alive. That's enough. It's enough for them, I think. Artemis is going to be able to get out of there. And thankfully, like I said, if that fight lasts a minute or more, this ends the game. Gambit Gaming needed to take that fight in a quick manner. They actually won that fight with almost Gust missing entirely and the Hanzo arrow missing. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? You are way too far out, Artemis. If he gets CC chained. Oh, and there's the tongue! The jump comes out, but he got tongued. Good pull by the Anduin. I don't think he has another one of those. I think both pulls are down right now. You can give top and mid. That's fine. Oh, Garrosh went back. Oh, Garrosh is spawning. Really nice Gust there. There's the Hanzo arrow follow-up. Big scatter arrow. The Murden goes down. Blaze has to run away. Here comes the Garrosh. They still have a camp pushing mid. It's 14 seconds left before these towers get turned back on. And right now, looks like just the top keep is in trouble. And maybe this bottom keep. Hammer's online again. It's a 4v5 though. This keep is likely going to go down. Gambit Game is going to be able to get their lanes a lot quicker. Oh my goodness. Be careful, Anduin. Giving me an anxiety attack.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Still doing the best she can to clear up the lanes. There's a throw onto the Hammer. Are we gonna have follow-up though? Massive damage onto that Garrosh. And oh my goodness, oh, just like that, the Haka goes down, and so does the Garrosh. Oh no, things are going so well. Are they gonna boss here now? I think you have to double boss. I don't think you can just end with that, especially when the Falstad's gonna have a gust up. Can you boss? I don't... This is kind of risky. All your lanes are kind of kaput. If I'm Faust, are they just going core? I'm really confused at what this is.
The red team has destroyed a fort.
They're just going core.
Blue team's core is under attack.
I don't think they can do this. Can they do this? There's the gust, but the Murden and the core just delete the Falstad. I think this is crazy. This is crazy. You could have just defended. What is happening?
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Oh, they've curse up too. Maybe this just ends. I don't know. I mean, all 5 of them could have been hitting this right now. I don't know. That's a tough call either way. We see the Murden try to engage onto the backline. Goodham stops him by the Lucio. There's the light bomb. Unstop again. Insanely good. But the core is dropping so fast because that boss. Yeah. That's GG. There's your near 30-minute game. Holy cow, what a match. Congratulations to Artemis pushing this to a game 3. My kitty is in my lap. Nice. Sergeant Hammer with the 218,000 siege damage done and 102,000 hero damage. I didn't check if Hanzo ever completed his quest. Anduin did a really good job not dying there, not getting hit a whole lot. But overstayed Blue's core, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, if you're... I don't know. That's just a tough call. If I saw them taking our boss with a Falstad, and if your play is to either go core with 3 or try to gust them off the objective, I think I'm just trying to gust them off the objective and take the boss that way. You know, maybe I don't know. I think I would have went for the gust play there instead on my own boss instead of trying to go core there. And that changes a lot of things too. Granted, the seed was up soon, but I think your 5 would have been at that seed before Artemis's 5 was if you're Gambit Gaming. Anyway, we go to a game 3. Oops, they do not have 10 points. They only have 1. I'm going to run to the bathroom quick. I will be right back before we start game 3. They don't have 11 points. Ooh, we could crab rave while we're gone. Okay. Between games while I run to the bathroom. Turn it up to 11. Alright, I'm back. We'll have this on in the background while we go. Very basic research on the bowder filler. It's like 1K. That's not bad. That's not terrible. For best of 5s and best of 7s, of course. Say, yeah, I agree, random. Thank you, Hector, for posting the link. I appreciate that. Battlefield of Eternity. Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to Battlefield of Eternity, in case anybody wants to know. I'm back. Oh no, we're not doing that again. One of my buddies who's been with me essentially since day one, since I started streaming, has so many channel points. I think he can play Crab Rave for like 2 days straight, if he wanted to. I'm curious, is McGiblets in the chat? Is McGiblets still hanging around? And if so, I want to know his perspective on what he would have done there. If he would have tried to go core, or if he would have tried to gust the boss. Giblets being their coach. Did I say Praxis? I said BOE. So I sent that to my wife, logistics, and now she's like looking up things on Wayfair. Freestanding top-loading electric water cooler with hot and cold options. But I don't want to have something I can refill. I want something that is in my water line. Because the issue that I have with my house and my appliances is the water pressure is so low, because when they put in the spigot for the fridge, they put in like this tiny, just absolute minuscule little like hose. So when I'm trying to get water, it takes me like 1.5 years to get a glass of water. Like, I would actually rather come downstairs than do that. What? Guspa with Hanzoro as vision? Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Gibbs. Apparently Artemis very much dislikes the Brightwing. I do like Braxis as well. I don't play it well, but I like the map. And that may be because I have something special inside me for anything StarCraft. Hanzo deleted. Sorry, Annie. No Junkrat, rather. No Junkrat tonight. I'm trying to read chat, and I'm trying to process, and I just need to focus on one thing or another. Otherwise, I get all mixed up and don't know what to do. Something, 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 find the person, it's you. I miss 311. 311 was pretty banging for a 90s band. Early 2000s. You've got to trust your instincts and let go of regret. They also don't like the Anub. You were raised on Taste Toastus? Nice. Yeah. I love... Anduin actually banned out here for Gambit Gaming. I love watching Artie stream. If you watch Artosis stream, man, he is so flippin' funny how he just roasts his chat almost just constantly. Like, his content for StarCraft is phenomenal. But I also, really one of the only people I sub to on Twitch is a guy called Winter Gaming.
The crusade calls.
And he does only StarCraft stuff. And it's just, I don't know, I just love the game. Like, it was one of my first computer games I ever played. And I just love the strategy behind it. And the fact that these kids, and I say that very literally, these like 16, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids are just microing at 400 actions per minute. And I think, like, I'm clicking a lot at 150 on HOTS. Like, nah. And they're just whizzing. And it's like their screens per minute. If you want to break it down by screens per minute, they have like, I don't know, like 60, 70 screens per minute? The key to winning for Artemis, don't let Honesty play DPS. Alright, alright.
Oh, this is my jam!
So he's back in the tank. Alright, I suppose we could talk about the game a little bit more. We saw the Vala and the Rhaegar picked up for Gambit Gaming. Vala, arguably one of the best burners in the game, if not the best. And countered with the Li Ming on the other side, who is, you know, 1, 2, or 3 in any which order. The Lucio is actually taken away by Artemis. The Hammer does not want to be seen anywhere near this game. And the Johanna was the early tank picked up from Artemis. Hammer banned out, the Respect ban on the side of Gambit Gaming, and rounding out the last band of this match. This match is ending, by the way, eventually. I never got into Winter. He's okay now, but he used to bot his chat. What do you mean bot his chat? Diablo taken out by Artemis. Like he had like AI in his chat? I think I've been subbing for him for like nearly 4 years now, and I don't remember that too much. But he's been streaming for 10, so he's really chilled out, honestly. He used to be like super into it, and now he's just kind of like in it for the content. Like he's in it for the right reasons. We see the Blaze picked up and the perhaps the Taunt variant, or we could see a main tank Blaze. Or maybe we'll see offlane variant with Taunt with a main tank Blaze. I could see a double support coming out here. Actually, oh, you know what?
Time has come.
Anytime you're ready.
Oh man, this is just a full burn team from Artemis. I know something about this team, and I'm not gonna say it unless they do it, because that would be kind of shiesty of me. For those that don't know, my team name is Gambit Gaming Creed, so I have a little vested interest in a particular team. And I don't want to give away all their secrets, view botting, when you get a bunch of artificial just keep up the listing. Yeah. Huh, I didn't realize he did that. Ever see a Genji pick? Maybe to harass that Li Ming in the back line. Honestly, so that guy used to stream a lot of StarCraft. Yeah. What was my point here? Oh, the view botting thing. So I had a buddy that went from 1 viewer to essentially like 20 or 30 viewers, and what he started doing is he actually started streaming at night, and it honestly, he looked like he was view botting, because at night he would have nobody talking, and there would be like 50, 60, 70 people in there, and I'm like, how is nobody talking with this many people in chat? Well, one, some people just don't like to talk in chat. Also, two, when you're streaming at late at night, like Winter is, and like my buddy was, you get a lot of people from overseas, and they don't want to get banned out of chat for not speaking the same language. So there's some of that. I'm not going to justify all of it. Like, if there was proof that he was view botting, I get it. And there's a lot of people that do, and it's shitty. But I used to think it was super weird too, how people could have a ton of viewers and like just nobody would be there. Gambit Gaming is or Artemis rather, is freaking out over here. Anyway, from left to right, we have Artemis with 1 point on the board. We have the Lucio. Oh boy, I don't want to do this. Lucio by 7, Johanna by Honestly, Leeming by Ashikan, Artemis on the Jotik, and Dark Horse playing that Rainer. From right to left, we have Gambit Gaming with 1 point on the board. I've been talking too much. We have our first little scrimmage here, the Artemis getting a really nice swap onto Pearl, but he's able to E-back over the wall. And not even allowing me to get introductions. There comes the Blaze down, too, to create a backup 4v5, which I didn't even realize it was until just now. Ton of damage being done onto Pearl. Good unstop pop by that Johanna. Can we just relax? Can we just breathe for a second? Okay, from right to left, we have Gambit Gaming. We have Vala being played by Ezo, Krizo on the Rhaegar, Rhino back on that Varian, Pearl on the Genji, and Blaze being played by Dan Solo here in the top lane. Now we've all chilled out, let's look at the talents. We have Q build by the Val with already 1 stack on the board. We have Amateur Opponent, Exterminator, Shield Glare, nothing else too out of the ordinary. It is very clear to me what Artemis is trying to do, and it is burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. I like this play by Artemis. Gambit Gaming does not have a tank right now. Massive damage on the backline, compliments of that Li Ming. Really chunking him there. This camp is going to be essentially free here for Artemis. Guys. Alright. Here we see the Rainer starting to rotate up and the Vala. So both teams, well, you showed. Here it comes. Nice swap onto the Vala in the backline. Rainer doing a really good job peeling off that Varian. Without taunt, he is literally just a minion. Really nice macro here early out of Artemis. How much value did the Can't get bottom? A decent amount. Almost the full wall and half the towers of each. And now Ashkan. Ashkan? Ashkan? I don't know. I know I'm butchering it. I butcher so many names. If I cast your games, I apologize in advance from here to eternity about how badly I butcher it. Also, I've had this Coors Light in my fridge for like a while. It literally just tastes like water. I don't know where the flavor went. Must have evaporated. Holy cow. Who's there to burn first? There's the Artemis. Destiny get banned? I don't know, I didn't hear about that. Large scrimmage going up here in the top line. Rhaegar getting chunked super hard. But now a taunt onto that Rainer underneath the foot of the Immortal, and the Immortal is going to delete him from existence. But Ashkan getting massive value out of those orb resets. Pearl's just kind of in here. He's able to kind of scoot out. But meanwhile, while all that's happening, sure, Artemis took a lot of damage, they lost the Rainer, but the burn potential that they have over Gambit Gaming is honestly ludicrous. And halftime will be reached first. Oh my gosh. The Rhaegar just munching on the on that backline. Oh, this is really good for Artemis here. Their burn potential with it on their side. Look at that thing. Look at it just dropping. They need to take an engage here. The taunt doesn't come out because the follow-up's just not there. Johanna doing a really good job zoning out that backline, but the unstop is down and the Johanna is very killable. You see the E come in on that Genji. The Rainer's going to be the first to go down, but it's essentially a full objective for Artemis. And Li Ming doing terrible damage in the backline. She's one good Ming combo from wiping the entire team. Okay. So we found out the plan for both teams now. Artemis is going to burn. Gambit Gaming is going to try to kill the enemy. What are you doing with taunt right there? Oh my gosh, it's so risky. I'm surprised they're not taunting him. I know you could boop, but at least get the boop out. I guess they don't know where everybody is. That's fair. They're gonna get the wall here, and not much else. There we see a taunt onto that Rainer. Follow-up is just a little bit late, and Li Ming is just doing a ton of damage. I think the taunt target has to be the Li Ming. Because once Rainer pops his armor, he's really tough to kill. Here we have a 4-on-5 though. The Blaze in the back line. Massive stun onto that Lucio. Really nice engagement. The Johanna tries to peel, and it's not going to be enough. Lucio's going to do down massive damage again by the Li Ming, but it's just not enough. Johanna is going to fall in tandem. This camp is going to be free for Gambit Gaming, and they are now in control of this game. Nearly a full level up. Consolation prize in the bottom lane. Artemis going to be able to take this bottom camp and push it in a little bit. Oops, sorry. Oh, that's another taunt onto a very, very dead Rainer. A lot of damage being done onto that Rhaegar. But kind of the folly again of a Johanna comp is the fact that you have no engage until 10. She soaks up a lot of damage, she mitigates a lot of damage. Oh, you need to stop this rotation. You have to blind this. Oh, you didn't blind it? To stop the Vala from going back right before the objective was up would have been huge. Just the delay of that few seconds would have been really, really good for Artemis. Level 10s are online though. For Gambit Gaming, we see the bunker, shield wall, X strike. Camp being taken out. Oh my gosh, this is really risky. This is really risky for Artemis. They did a really good job peeling off. They're gonna take their camp here. Alright, Raka, have a good night. I'll let you know how it goes. We see Artemis even down 10s here, trying to poke the objective as much as possible. The variant has been spotted. Vala and Blaze doing an excellent job burning. That's what they do best. Level 10s near online for Artemis now. Meanwhile, in this bottom lane, Jotak is just trying to take this bottom, and he's going to pay for it with his life. Now, that does open up the door a little bit for Artemis to maybe get some burn in. Negate some of the damage that this mortal is going to do to the enemy team. Kill Lucio has been called? No. Johanna on stop is down. There's a shield to peel, but it's not going to be enough. X-Strike is going to be able to finish off, or rather, the Vala auto attack is going to be able to finish off Johanna. Looking at the level 10s here for Artemis, you saw the high 5, the Blessed Shield just came out, Wave of Force, Suppression Pulse, and the Hyperion. Really like the way this is looking for Gambit Gaming now. This is their, I think this is their first Immortal, right? This is only 2 in the game. So it's their first Immortal. Yeah, they took a little bit of damage on this bottom fort, but now they have a near full Immortal pushing this top lane. Johanna's gonna be back with no engage just yet. Oh my gosh. These teams are scaring the crap out of me playing out so far with this this taunt variant. Okay, that's the E down from the variant, so you got a little bit of time before the engage happens. Here comes the Blaze. Oh, the Blaze just showed. Blaze just showed here in the bottom lane. He's gonna have to know. Johanna's screaming at his team to get back for sure. It's a 4v5. And this is kind of interesting that the Blaze left the Artemis all alone. They gotta get a lot of value. Great high 5 by that Lucio to save the Rainer. Is it gonna be enough to save the Vala now? There's the X strike. Oh, it's gonna be close. Bunker has to come out. Look at how many people are in the bunker. It's a bunker party. So, are we gonna see an engager? Just shield up? No. Oh, there's a taunt onto Lucio. Goodbye, Lucio. There's another stun onto the Rainer. Oh my goodness. The resets. The resets are real. Is it enough? No. That is a very promiscuous backing location there, Li Ming. But she gets away with it. This has to go down for this to have been worth it. huge chunk. Good job by the Artemis to get the blind. So top lane is open, which is good. However, they essentially traded this for like a 1-for-1 by sending the Blaze up. I think they were looking to get a little bit more value. I mean, they get another pick, they take the keep, right? So I guess it was kind of worth it. Sorry for whiplash here. Blaze has got to clear this. Has this been called? They're not even 13s yet. Oh, but a gank squad. Gank squad, there it is. The bunker has to come out. Isn't online. It is. There it is. Is it going to be enough? They got to kill it. Oh, now very suddenly, Artemis is in so much trouble. A huge X-Strike. Massive damage by both teams. The blinds are really, really big. The Rhaegar is actually the first person to fall, but the Rain of Vengeance by the Vala is able to hit 2 people, and somehow Artemis is just winning this fight. What is happening? Unbelievable job here by Artemis. Are they going to take this keep? I think you do. Yeah, this is going to go down, and they're going to be able to... Artemis is now looking very scary. They're able to tie up the game there with that fight.
Red team's core is under attack.
And they're going to be able to at least burn this down to halftime before Gambit Gaming has a chance to respawn. But this camp is going to take this. There's no stopping it. Surprised they're not sending somebody back. Oh, okay. Artemis is going back right now. Good macro here. Able to rip that camp. They see somebody top. They know there's a couple people burning. That's safe to take. Let ESO play the fun playmakers. Yeah, you know what? I'm that person. I am ESO, typically. I just play Vala, and I just auto-attack to my heart's content. The unstop there comes out. Both unstops are out from the Lucio and the Johanna. Leaving the burn open here. You kind of have to play this slow if you're Artemis. You have to get a lot of damage value out of that Li Ming. Is she single target? No, she's Calamity. We have Pearl in the backline trying to poke the Li Ming. There's a stun onto the Johanna. Does she have her unstoppable? Yes, she does. Massive damage onto that Genji. Hyperion comes out. Honesty is getting really low in the backline. I'm surprised he's still going for it, but there is the shield. Pulls him in. The Ancestral comes out, but the Johanna's the first to fall, followed by the Li Ming. Bunker value is out of there for Gambit Gaming as they take another really good fight in this game. However, bottom lane is looking a little sus. Someone's got to go back. Dan Solo is going back right now. Is he going to stop it before it takes core damage? Perhaps. Yeah, it's not going to even get the shield out. These two teams are going back and forth, just slugging it out with one another. One good fight after another. Good macro here by Gambit Gaming to take out this fort even before the Immortal gets there. Does this get a keep, though? Probably not with the amount of burn that that Artemis has. They're probably able to clear this without losing too much. There comes the blind out. I'm honestly surprised to see blind here. Oh no! The blaze goes in but completely misses, and he's able to walk away even though he didn't have the bunker there. Yeah, it doesn't barely do any damage. Are we gonna see a shield here? They're chasing him down. They're chasing him down. Are you going Steed? There is the speed boost. The God Swap misses. I think you can kill the Blaze here if you want to. Oh my goodness, what is the Lucio doing? There's the taunt! The blinds are there, but it's just not enough. The Lucio's out way too far. And now Artemis very quickly is down 2 members, and they are on the retreat now. He's dead. Alright, Ancestral comes out. Oh man, the Lucio tried so hard to catch his team up. But just like that, it went from going pretty okay to not so good for Artemis. I don't think they can end this here, but they could have well, no, they couldn't rotate it top. They're gonna try?
Blue team's core is under attack.
No.
Be wary.
I think this next Immortal is gonna be the game. I don't think we see another 20-minute game here. We have a camp pushing top for Artemis. This camp is gonna be pushing bottom for Gambit Gaming. See the Val already back, or everybody else backing as well. Clapped indeed.
I will deliver this realm from
Maybe you don't even do the objective.
Hellspawn.
Oh no, they're burning. Good blinds.
Our battle cannot remain here.
Gambit Gaming really has a lot of burn now with that Vala online. How many stacks does she have? 26. That's a decent amount. Here we see a taunt on the Dark Horse, but a good unstop by the Lucio again. A lot of damage being done by the Li Ming into the backline. Orbs galore. Orbs are doing terrible, terrible damage into the backline. They're getting low, and I don't even think they realize it at Gambit Gaming. They've eaten 4 straight now. Do we have another one? Yes, 5. Vala doing his best. Genji doing his best to zone him out. But the Li Ming orbs are just too much right now. They just keep hitting a hit by all of them. 6. There's an engage. Do we see a high five? Bunker is out. Oh, and there goes the Lucio. He tries the high five in and gets deleted. Artemis is the next to fall. Johanna is just kind of vibing there in the bush. She's gonna try to die. I think they're gonna try to take this objective. But Gambit Gaming can just go core. Like, they don't even need this objective right now. They just go core. Right? Rhaegar running them down bottom. Johanna's gonna fall. They're gonna go bottom and end, right? Why are they not sprinting bottom and ending?
Blue team's core is under attack.
This is gonna be it. The match on the line. All members for level 20s are online too for Gambit Gaming, by the way. But all members will be up for Artemis to defend this, and I can't believe they didn't try to end there. I think they're just playing it really safe. But the burn that Artemis has is essentially outmatched. Ooh, big stun there. The burn is just completely... Oh, there's a taunt on the Lucio. There is a blind. Is it going to be enough? They have to win a 4v5 now without a healer. Their Lucio... Oh, there's the Ancestral at the bunker. He gets a full health in the bunker. Oh my gosh, that's a full health team. Level 20s online for Gambit Gaming. They are looking to end this, and it looks like they will. Li Ming doing all she can. Raynor is but a shell of a hero with Exterminator. Core has been called. A lot of damage being done to that backline, though. Li Ming getting a ton of value. The Artemis is trying to peel him off. Izo really taking a lot of damage. The Vala getting super low. X-Strike coming in. It's absolute carnage. I don't think they're able to do it. And what a stand by Artemis right now. Li Ming and Johanna popping off. Can they just end the game? I think you have to.
Red team dominated.
I'm completely blown away. Artemis, with their backs up a wall, down a level, down 20s, with an Immortal pushing. Core has been called, they have to go. Lucio essentially inting this entire game.
Red team's core is
I mean, I guess, well, they died a lot. Wow, it's 23-9. It's 23-9. Gambit Gaming is going to lose this game. That's it. It's over. With the amount of burn that the Artemis... And look at this. That's it. Oh my goodness. What a comeback. What a game. What a series. That's it. The Ming resets. Congratulations to Artemis. Talk about having your backs up against the wall. As seemingly having no business winning any of these games. 23-9. They got out-healed by nearly 70,000. But the Li Ming was just too much to overcome. That's just, what an unbelievable series. That was over an hour and a half long. Wow. Dabs for Artemis. Congratulations to a very well-earned, hard-fought victory. Incredible core defense if you're an Artemis fan. Incredible heartbreak if you are a Gambit Gaming fan. What a tragic core throw for sure. And if for anybody that's been in an NGS long enough, we've all done that. We've all been on both sides of that. Of, we're going to win the game, and then we go, how did we lose that game? And we both thought, we've lost. And holy shit, how did we win this game? So really, really well done by Artemis. Congratulations to them. I'm going to see if I can find someone to pull in for an interview. Let's see if we can try to see how they're feeling after that. We'll give him a few minutes. Give him a few minutes to calm down and then send somebody out. I'm trying to think back to the first game. It seems like it was eons ago. GG's, Duckiest Titan. I mean, look at this kill disparity. I mean, and it's not like, you know, it's not like Gambit Gaming got a bunch of kills and then just like sat around. No, they sieged incredibly well, and I'm surprised they didn't end. Instead of getting that objective, because I think they had a really good chance to do so. What did Vala go at? Shoot, an acrobat. Hey guys, or gals. I don't know who's who, but. What's up?
Guys or gals is sufficient, I think.
Yeah, that covers most things. Anyway, moving on. Congratulations, guys. What an incredible series.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have you guys had a moment to breathe yet and recollect yourselves?
I mean, I was only there for the last game, and I thought it was an intense series, so...
Yeah, my heart's beating pretty hard right now.
Yeah, that was absolutely ludicrous. I guess we'll start at the beginning. My Nightbot's a troll. Tomb of the Spider Queen, that probably didn't feel good for you.
No, it didn't.
And we won't talk too much about that because there wasn't a whole lot. I guess I'm curious about the boss call. Was that kind of like your Hail Mary? Like, we need this, otherwise the game's over anyway? Or what was the thought process there?
We finally got a multi-kill, and we thought we would have enough time to burn the boss down and help push that wave out and then get the turn. That was kind of our turning point in the game.
Yeah.
So if we were able to secure that plus get a turn, then I think we would have been solid, but we know what actually ended up happening on the boss.
Yeah, we don't need to beat a dead horse in game 1. But game 2, I said going in, I thought, boy, this is either going to be like a 9-minute game or it's going to be like a 30-minute game. And it was the latter. We went to Cursed Hollow. Both teams did pretty well early. I kind of pointed out that I think Gambit Gaming going to have a really hard time to kill you guys, and that's kind of what we saw with the Hanzo and the Falstad. They really didn't have that sustained damage that needed to kill you, and I think that's why the game lasted nearly 30 minutes. Was kind of interesting, and when you look back at it too, you'll notice there was a moment where they decided to go core, right? They thought, okay, they're gonna just end with seed or end with boss. Did you think they were gonna go core? Were you expecting that at the end there?
No, we were actually expecting them to contest on their boss at the very end there.
Yeah.
With the Falstad Gust. We're pretty sure he still had it up, so that's kind of what we were expecting. But then when they had 3 of them on our core, I was able to stay there and help. I think I actually got the Falstad kill on the core. And then it allowed us to push into the core with the boss and end up getting the win.
Yeah, it was a really interesting call, and yeah, like you said, I was expecting the same thing too, and I saw the Gust online, I thought, boy, that's really risky, and unfortunately, past level 20s, you guys couldn't really take a boss anymore. The Gust is just so oppressive. But you guys overcame that, you were able to take that boss, win game 2, and force a game 3. And boy, it was game 3 an absolute bloodbath. Just looking over the numbers, 23-9 in the kill disparity there. What didn't you like? Was it the variant? What was giving you the most trouble there?
Well, our comp was really built around just trying to poke the Immortal and stop them from burning.
Right.
We didn't play into that super well, like mid to late game. But then, yeah, the Varian would step up, and he got a couple of really good taunts on Lucio, and then also on the Rainer, and then we were able to kind of capitalize from there.
Yeah, it was. It looked like a rough game to be a Lucio. There were some unfortunate taunts around the way, and I'm assuming in that bottom lane, kind of where I thought the game was essentially over. The Lucio charged so far ahead, it got taunted immediately. Was the plan to... Obviously, the plan was to try to catch them, right? Was the Joe just out of range to shield there?
We tried to catch them, and Artemis, Jotak tried to swap and missed.
Okay.
And then I was slightly behind anyways, and we didn't communicate clearly enough, like... After he missed the swap, he just started clearing the waves. So then I stopped to clear the wave, and we were like, "Oh, let's just turn. And right about that time, Seven was like, "Wait, we're not here." So it had been a call to chase, and then after we missed the swap, we were just like, "Oh, we can leave it for now." And then unfortunately, it was the call to disengage came slightly too late.
And that's something that my team struggles with too. It's the fact that we're chasing. And once you miss a few buttons, sometimes it's just like, okay, well that's it. Like, we need to run now, because they have all their buttons and we don't. And that's something my team really, really struggles with. I was kind of in disbelief at the end. I thought the game was over. I was calling it. I damn near had a point on the board for Gambit Gaming. And then something happened at the core, and... I guess your Li Ming players in here to kind of walk us through what was happening, and I got to go back and watch. But very suddenly, Gambit Gaming was just dead. They just very suddenly disappeared off the map.
Yeah,
essentially a 3-on-5 down a talent tier, which is just incredible.
Yeah, I think that they did. I think they could have ended before they did when they got those kills in bottom lane. I think if they just all ran right at it, we probably wouldn't have been up in time. But they did kind of a weird, like, finished burning the Immortal and kind of sent Rhaegar and then poked a little bottom and then decided to just push with Immortal. And then that's the point where you're talking about.
Yeah.
And actually at that point, we were all kind of saying, like, I don't think they can end here. Because Li Ming just has crazy artillery damage. They were all a little low to begin with. And the Immortal really didn't have a huge shield. So we just kept calling, like, as long as we stay alive, they can't end. As long as we stay alive, they can't end. And we were correct. So that was good.
And so I'm sure that was being called. Lucio immediately dies. Like, before the Immortal even gets there, Lucio got picked off. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. And then, yeah, the Li Ming damage. I mean, Johanna could also pump... Like, Johanna almost did as much damage as your Rainer. Which isn't a knock on Rainer. It's more of a... Johanna's still pretty good. Like, she's still pretty busted. I'm surprised that they gave it to you a couple times. But, anyway, I've talked your ear off enough. Congratulations, guys. That was really, really fun to watch. Do you guys have any shout-outs, questions, concerns, anything you want to say before we close her up tonight?
Shout out to my team for being awesome for the first 2 games, I'm sure, and for letting me jump in for game number 3. And I'll let Honestly finish out our shoutouts.
Yeah, so I actually steal this from Dark. Thank you to all of our significant others who let us play video games this late and have fun with our friends. Thank you for casting. It's always good to
of course
to have the cast. We really appreciate it, and shout out to Gambit Gaming. It was a tough series, and thank you for punishing me for playing Vala game 1 and making me move back to tank.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta fail before you realize what you're really good at, and I'm learning that myself. So, all right, well, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the time. Have a wonderful night. You've earned a cold beer, if I do say so myself, or soda. Take care.
Hey, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I need to have like a list of questions that I want to ask instead of just like spewing information at them. Crizzle, you're welcome for the cast. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and supporting these teams. It's 12-12. Make a wish. What a great night. What a long series. Holy cow. Super fun to watch. Absolutely, Honesty. There will be more, for sure. I think we have a cast... Is it Monday? What day is it? Or Saturday? I don't know what day it is anymore. I've been awake for so long now, everything's starting to blur together. Anyway, I'm out. Thank you again for everybody for supporting us. Thank you to NGS as well for letting me cast their product here, and thank you for putting on this amazing league that I really care a lot about. Until next time, gentlemen, we'll see you in the Nexus.